Hi, this is Mahesh Kosuri. Yeah, in our previous video, we have seen account uh, dimension importance, account type dimension importance. Okay, so there we have seen one financial planning model we have seen, and there we maintain the required some revenue accounts and expenses accounts and how the sign data will be changed. So and importance of the sign data, why do we maintain the sign data, those kind of things we have discussed there, right? Here, as I said in the previous video, this is the my final model. Actually, whatever the revenues and expenses are, users will plan in the different models. That required data set we call and we copy into this financial planning model. That's what we do generally. So here, unit price planning is there, right? So unit price actually we are copying to the variant order planning. So variant order revenue planning we are copying, and there we are recalculating the revenue, because here we are maintaining the quantity, order quantity we are maintaining here. So and cost also we are copying to this model, and we are calculating the cost cost occurs for that order quantity. And production planning, this order quantity we are copying to production planning, there we are doing the allocation. This one we have not yet started. Okay, so here I have created one scenario that will show us like how to use the for each statement. Generally, for each statement, what happens? SAP also suggests like don't prefer to use the for each statement in every case, because it will reduce the performance. That already we have discussed in one scenario. By using the for each statement, how many seconds it will take. Without for each statement, how many seconds it will take. Right? So here I created one scenario that is required actually. In the scenario, for each statement is required for us. Here, I guess here it's there. No, yeah, here it is. See what I'm going to do here, copy unit sale price to variant model. Of course, this data action already we have done in the beginning itself. Because of my trial access got expired, I recreated all the models again and I recreated all the data actions. So while recreating that data action, I thought I better to showcase this scenario for understanding the for each statement. Here, what I have done first, I have defined the scope. You can see like this is the data set I'm calling for the date dimension, and data source I have specified sub-region and customer and unit price I'm calling. Unit price in the sense unit sales price. The functionality already we know. We have seen in the previous videos, right? Just unit sales price we need to copy to the variant order planning model from this unit price model. And here I'm calling in the scope, I'm calling the member set, I am calling and maintain the scope also for the source model. This is my source model. Here I am maintaining the sales price. Forecast version I am maintaining. Previously what I have done, I just taken one I guess in the link model. Yeah, link model we have taken only one value, one from one data, one period values only we have taken and we copied to the target. Here what I have done in the data source, I mean in the source model, I'm maintaining the values for the different time periods, like different in the sense for the 6 periods I'm maintaining the data. You can go this report. Here you can see unit sales price planning. Now I'm maintaining in the sense using the data action. I have copied this data set, I mean August data set, to the next 7 periods, October to April, in this data source CFA. So I want to pump all this data to the variant order planning so that I can recalculate my revenue. This is the price, right? Unit sale price. Unit sales price we are planning here, and this plan data we will copy to the our variant order planning. There actually we are doing the order quantity forecast from each customer for each variant. That's what we are doing there. So here I copied this data to the 7 periods. So I want to pull this data into this model. I mean here I want to copy the data into the target model, that is variant model. Here what I have done, here you can see for each I am using here. This is the source model I am calling. We know that, right? Model and end model are the keywords. Here we call the source model and define your scope for the source model also. This is the target model source. Target model in the sense default model. Wherever we are writing the data actions script, that is the target model here. So this is the source model. We're using the end model and model and end model. Here we maintain the source model and its scope we are maintaining. Now here I'm calling the date values, date range. I'm calling whatever the date range here we maintain, that is my date range here. So for each I'm using the keyword here. I'm here, you can see I'm calling the source period. I'm telling to the system, okay, call this source period and call the data range that's scoped in the model, end model section. For the scope only, this logic will work. What I have written here in the data keyword, I just mapped brand to the brand, region to the region, measure measures. I have taken the unit price, and brand variant I copied, and date, you can see here date I mapped like this, right? And the link statement I maintained here, so that whatever the forecast, unit price, and the model I'm calling here. So it looks very simple statement, but here it is required. So that's what here I have done. I'm restricting the date by using the for each statement. So for every date dimension, it will go and I mean for every date member, it will go and copy the data to the target member. That's what here I have done. So like this, you can use the for each statement. You can try, you can understand it easily. Okay, now I will go to the other one. I'm not running this one because already we have seen this scenario. Okay, if you want to run, just let me run in the trace mode. For trace mode, let us run it. So unit price, you can see here how we are copying. What is the data set? Unit price I'm copying to the no sub region. No sub region I'm copying because unit price is same for every region, right? For every region and every sub region it is same. That's what here I'm doing. Okay. We have seen the functionality we know already. We have seen in previous videos. Just technically I changed some concept and I introduced the for each statement also here. Now let us go to the other one. As I said, like here, this is my final model, right? Now whatever the revenue here we will calculate, That revenue we need to call into the financial planning model. See here we didn't use any account dimension, but here we are using the account dimension. Here we have only measures, right? Only measures we have. Here we have account and measure. So let us see how we map and how we bring the data into the financial planning model. This is also the very simple scenario because currently we are taking only one measure from this variant order revenue planning to the financial planning. Let us go here. What I have done, this is my finance planning model. Go to the data action. Sorry. So in this data action, I guess this is my copy order. No, the revenue I copy. Yeah, copy revenue from variant order planning. So here I maintain the data, the script. Already we have seen the same scenario, right? So here again I define the scope, and this is the my source model variant order planning I'm calling, and here is the script I maintain. I simply taken the target GL account, this one, and my measure is sign data I'm using here. My target measure is sign data, and here you can see variant order planning where I'm using here link we have used total revenue I have maintained measure. Okay, here the challenging is here. This is fine. D measures only one account I am taking. I am directly copying to the GL account 0 GL 0018. This is the total revenue. In the target side, this one we have defined it as the total revenue. Whereas in the variant order planning, this is the calculated value. We have written on data action, we are every time calculating the total revenue. So whenever we calculate the total revenue, that should be copied to the target model finance plan. Here just simply we mapped with one measure and one GL account by using the data. Here question is how can we copy if the measures are number of measures are there in our model suppose, but our target model is following the account based model. How do we copy the data from say measure based model to the account based model? Actually, in BPC, we have the option, right? Key figure underscore name, that keyword we use, and using that one, we map to the sign data to the, account member to the key figure. Mm, when you are copying the data from mostly from the BW system, BW cube always most of the times we follow the key figure based model only. Number of key figures we maintain, unless otherwise it is the COPA system. We follow the key figure based model only. So there, all the key figures we copy. We take key figures and we copy to the account member manually in the transformation file so that we can copy the data. But here, how do we do that one? That is the question actually. Yeah. So how can we achieve that one? Here we are hard coding, right? GL account. We don't know the system. Which GL account we need to map to the one measure. So here I have maintained just a data action. So if you have, as I said, like key figure name, I said like when you are importing the data from key figure model to the account based model, generally in the transformation file we maintain. But here we are using the script logic. Script, right? Advanced formula script we are using here. So here directly we need to map one to another. So while mapping, if the number of GL accounts, if you want to map to the number of measures, then here this data statement has to be repeated n number of times. Okay, for all the GL accounts, you need to maintain the mapping of the measure by repeating the same statement multiple times. That is the only one option I have noticed. Okay, so this is the one thing. So using this statement, what I have done, I have copied this revenue values to the finance planning. I can show you here. Yeah, in the finance planning model, I have copied the data. Like this is the data set I have copied from the variant order plan. So my forecast version copy from variant model I have maintained. Already data action I have created and assigned to the assign this data action here. You can see this is my total revenue value. This total revenue value we are calculating from two ways, right? In this finance planning model. Here, these are the accounts actually. These are some of the revenue accounts are there. Out of these accounts, there are some revenue accounts are there. Some are the expenses accounts. All the revenue accounts, if you sum up, then you will see the revenue at the actuals also. But presently, this is the forecast revenues for us. Okay. So, and one more thing, you can see that here, one more thing, like this is very important concept actually in SAC, because in SAC lower versions, our all the models are the classic accounts, classic models. Generally, we say classic models in the sense like they follow account based models. So users, when they want to migrate their account models and they want to pull the data into the new models, then definitely we need to be cautious and we need to be take care that scenarios also. So here, say suppose we have one data action here, right? Cross model copy, cross model copy step we have here. So this is another option, but this option will not work to copy the data from account, sorry, key field measure based model to the account based, because the structure is different. And here you can see, say suppose I have created one data action here, right? So this is my source model, variant order planning. These are the dimensions I maintained: brand variant, customer, data source, and version is there. And I have already region I have copied here, mapped, and data source also mapped, and data also I have mapped. Okay, GL account and measures. These two are the something different. Even sub-region also I have mapped. Okay, sub-regions also I have mapped here. But this GL account and measures. If you go to the GL account where it is in the it is in the target side, right? These are all the target finance planning model. These dimensions are. We are mapping our source dimensions to the target target dimensions. So in the target, you have GL account and a measure. If you go with the GL account, here there is no mapping field for from the source side. So you have to select only one GL account here. Then once you select the GL account here, the limitation is here. Measures you need to define now. See here, I can define the measures. But what is its corresponding GL account in the GL dimension, GL account dimension? We can select only one. So that is the limitation actually here in the cross copy model section, cross copy model step. I'm repeating the same here. So here, this is the limitation here actually. You can apply this data action also when you want to copy only from one particular GL account to the one measure. Okay, because this GL account here you can select only one GL account, but you can copy measures from number of measures you can map, but GL account is the limitation here. And because system does not identify, right, which GL account it need to pick when it is copying the measure from one measure to the another measure. That is the limitation in the cross copy model step. But you can use the data action script to copy the data from account based model, sorry, key figure based model to the account based model, of course vice versa also. Okay, that is one important thing. Now now we need to discuss of the currency conversion. I will make the another video for the currency conversion. Just this is very small topic I covered here. Okay, I will come with the currency conversion in the next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.